Good evening, everybody. It is Monday night. We are not racing, but it is a Season 2 roundup show this evening. Lots and lots of interesting stuff that is going to be happening. We do have Stephen, who's joined me in the commentary box / presenter's view. I'm not too sure what we're going to call this. Fortunately, Ashley not able to join this evening. He does have some personal matters that he's looking after. So Ashley, we do hope that everything does pan out the way you anticipate it. But really, really excited to be here. I have been out of the racing for the last couple of weeks, just getting over my little COVID spell, which every now and again, apologies. We will be having a couple of little coughs here and there. But Stephen, how are you doing this evening?
All good though. Yeah, so it's Monday. See this hold fast.
No, 100%. So I just managed to understand that. You said it was Monday, and we'll just see what the evening's got for us. So, guys, what we're going to be doing is just doing a quick recap of the points for Monday night. We're going to be looking at both the Alpha tier and the Bravo tier. We're going to cut back to the Thursday night racing. That was the German versus the British Challenge. We're going to be speaking to our podium winners there. Then the thing that everybody's been waiting for, we'll have a quick chat with Malcolm from Deliver Your Parcel. And then we're going to be doing the live draw of the 3 drivers that are going to be participating in the F100 Karting Challenge as an invitational team with SARCO and Deliver Your Parcel. Obviously, we're just waiting to get the final confirmation in terms of when that date is, but we will definitely keep everybody nice and close. We're then going to have a quick check-in with Terry Wolford and just talk about the current COVID and the year of racing online that he's currently had with us. And then we're going to be closing off this evening with a view of the new stuff that is coming for Season 3, and I really am looking forward to it. You can just see that excitement on your face there, Stephen. So I'm pretty sure that the guys are in the holding lobby. We just need to get Peter Brunt, Marius Jacobs, Marius J. Bini, and Adrian, and let's have a chat to them.
Yeah, let's get them into the party and let's so the Monday night.
So I've just let the cat out, and there she is, the cat out of the bag, and there she is jumping in the background there. Good evening, Morris. How are you doing this evening?
Good on you guys.
Absolutely fantastic, Morris. I don't know if you're able to turn your phone a bit of a landscape there for us, by a donkey, because now at least you just fill a little bit more of that space. So, BB, I see that
big enough. I just fill it anyway.
Hey, you said that, not me, eh? So, PB, I see that you are watching on Facebook. Some comments coming through. Peter Heidemann saying, good evening, gentlemen. So first dibs for you, Peter Heidemann. Vaughan Hills, he's there. Morris Jacobs saying, whoop, whoop. Terry Wolford, Rough Riders all the way. Toki Fundafento, he's saying, ooh la la. And then PB, hey, PB, come on, we're waiting for you. We've only got 10 minutes. We are on a nice and tight schedule here this evening. But I'll tell you what, let's start with you, Marius. We are waiting for Adrian Bond. I'm pretty sure that I saw Adrian Bond in that holding lobby. So they are there, Stevie.
He was.
We just need you. Hold on, I've got it. They've actually followed the instructions. We're trying something a little bit new. So thank you very much to Jason Nell. I got hold of him this afternoon and saying, Jason, this is what I want to do. How do I do it? And there we go. So there we go, guys. This is the top 3 for our Bravo tier, and that is for the Monday night. Just getting up these final points. So nobody knows what the final standings are. So what we'll do is we'll just run through those final positions for you. We'll start off in...
there we go.
Are you up and running, Stephen? Stephen, we've got everybody in, so do not despair. So guys, starting in 15th place, that was Turbo. He managed to do one race with us. He was down in 15th with 24. Then Yolan, he managed to get 2 races in. He was down in 14th position, followed by Nidmaster, a newcomer to the series. I'm pretty sure that we'll be seeing more of him in the upcoming seasons. Donovan, he finished off in 12th place, just behind Colin by 14 points. James, also newcomer, said that he really enjoyed racing with us. He was in 10th place, 25 points behind Raf in 9th. Dane beating his father-in-law, 72 points behind Stephen. Well done, Stephen, for the Black Mambas. Yeah, beauty. Rudy, he finished in 6th place, and then it got very close here for the top 5. And the reason we say that is we had Louis, who finished in 5th place, 250 points there for him. Just behind Cutting Beef, who landed up finishing in 4th place. And that was only 2 points behind Adrian Bond. So it got extremely close there. So Adrian, a 3rd place for you overall, 264 points versus 262. Your first full season with us here. Did you enjoy that racing?
Yes, it was fantastic. Thanks.
No, absolutely fantastic. Adrian, we know that you came back from a rally online gaming, is that correct?
Yes.
And the transition from the rally over to the full circuit, are you enjoying that more, or is rally still your thing?
I enjoy the circuit more and the rally.
So if I put you on the spot to say pick one, would that be unfair?
Circuit.
You can stay. So Adrian, congratulations to you. Very close in the end, and I'm pretty sure that Cutting Beef, our UK international, will be a little bit disappointed with that.
That was a good race.
But amazing racing all the way through the field, and 100%.
Thanks. Shout to the other guys as well.
100%. So, Adrian, the difference between yourself and Marius, and I'm talking to you, Marius J, nie Marius B, ek praat met J. 9 points was the difference there. So, again, very close in the end there. And Marius, it looks like it was a BRM Racing, a 1 and 2. Did you enjoy that season?
No, definitely. Those cars from the beginning, we decided, no, it's awesome. And I think the team strategy worked out good as we planned. So I think that was according to plan. I was happy about that.
No, absolutely fantastic. And we did see that every now and again, yourself and PB having some heated races. PB, an absolutely sterling job there for you. 253 points clear there from anybody else, and it seems that every time you did get into the race, you somehow managed to get that Ferrari through the pack and onto the top spot. But all in all, enjoyed the season?
Yeah, very nice season. Great course to race. Great layout. Starting in different positions. Really mixed it up. I really enjoyed it.
No, absolutely fantastic. And it does mean that both yourself and Marius is that your days in the Bravo tier are now no more, because you do get an automatic qualification up to Alpha. I can see that surprise on your face, Marius. Moenie kom kakkie so praat nie. Oh, coconuts. Sorry guys, family show. But Marius, here comes Alpha. Marius B is waiting for J.
Yeah. No, I'll be excited.
Hamilton racing.
Absolutely fantastic, guys. So you are the first of the 3 that will be going into the draw this evening. We do have your names lined up, ready and waiting. And later on, just under half an hour, is that Malcolm will be doing the draw. And we'll know exactly who's going to be in that F400 karting race, sponsored by Deliver Your Parcel, in partnership with SARCO, and we get to drive a team of 3. And guys, just remember, to all of the winners, is that this is your prize. If you're not able to be there, you are able to give it over to somebody. We are basically giving you the ability to do with it what you want. So if you feel that you don't want to race and you want somebody else to race, it is entirely up to you. This is your prize. You've earned it.
Thanks.
So do with it as you want. Okay. 100%. So, guys, I don't know if there's any final words that anybody has, or we are good to go.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
saying to
we
the
are
other guys, all other drivers, thank you. I enjoyed the season. It was brilliant. And I think the respect was there. So I was happy for that. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Morris. There from you, Adrian. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, bring on the next season.
The next season is coming. I promise. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. All right. Awesome. Guys, thank you so much. We're going to jump over now to the Alpha tier, guys. And looking forward to seeing what happens in the next season, and to see both Morris and PB fighting it out in the Alpha tier.
Thanks, Dylan.
Cool. Guys, thank you so much.
Enjoy. Thank you. Thank you.
Cool. Cheers, cheers. So there you have it, guys. The Alpha Bravo tier now done and dusted. Stephen, looks like Stephen is having a little bit of issues here. So let's just get our other drivers in. So guys, we are using a new little cheat. So it looks like Stephen is back. So let's go on to the Alpha tier. So we have Jakes and Brandon that have now joined us. There's my Jakes. Hear you loud and clear. Stevie, we hear you as well.
Hello, Dylan. Can you hear me?
100% my Jakes. Don't worry. I'm just causing tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brandon, the fastest heels on
Yay.
the planet.
What's happening?
How are you guys doing?
Yeah, good. Thanks to you, man.
Absolutely fantastic. So I do want to just start off to say thank you guys for allowing me to obviously just shuffle around the racing times so that I could get into the racing. And you'll see that there aren't any other drivers that have joined us, because I did manage to just beat Vaughan Hills at the end there. But if we just run through the current standings, Tyler down in 16th place, followed by Robert in 15. Foldover, he did one race with us and landed up winning both those heats, so 60 points there for him. Terry down in 16th place, 18 points, apologies, behind Ashley in 12th. Rockstar Mel, he was down in 11th place, 6 points behind our other British International object in the mirror. In 9th place came in Lendor for Racing Boots 2, 17 points behind, and that was Marius. Marius was 9 points behind Gavin, who finished in 6th place. Then Sly Pete, he managed 5th place overall, 7 points behind Vaughan Hills. And Vaughan 4 points behind yours truly. I'll take a 3rd place, thank you very much. And then my Jakes, I was 44 points behind you in 2nd place, and Brandon Hills, the fastest hills on the online planet, out in top, and our Alpha Tier Monday Night GT3 Sprint Series champion. My Jakes, let's go to you first. Completely different format, completely different set of rules, but all in all, how do you feel about this championship?
Dylan, quite interesting. You were thrown at an end where you didn't expect you're going to be. Every time you start a race, you don't know where you're going to start. I like fighting my way forward, but that's me. So I like the format. It was quite challenging, but very interesting. I liked it. Let's see what the next season is going to hold in for us.
And I must say, I've had many phone calls today saying, so what track must I be driving? What car must I drive? And there's only 2 people that know, and the one person is not here. So nobody knows what is happening. I've kept it very quiet. And even through the conversation, it was like, and that car again that we're driving, trying to be caught out. but I didn't crack. I really have kept these very close to my heart. So Jake, just in terms of qualifying, do you prefer the qualifying, or does this randomness just mix it up completely?
Dylan, I think if you are going to hold a championship, then I think qualifying is necessary, even if it's only just one lap, just to make it a bit more fair, because it's a championship.
Yep.
If it is your normal Monday fun night, then I would say, just gooi the race and forget about the qualifying. But if it's a championship, let the guy that practice a lot with his qualifying do his lap, and if he ends up at the back, then it's his fault. But I would prefer qualify in a championship.
And that has been some of the sentiment, but I'll tell you, the guys that that are still up and coming within the outfit here, they're saying that I was happy to get myself in pole position. And what we did see is the likes of Vaughan Hills. He was very competitive. He just managed to get himself into some really good starting positions, and even to the point where he was out in front, managed to run away, and that was him for the win. So it definitely has helped some, but not others.
Yes, exactly. Because you will get a fast guy, you will get two fast guys that is very close to each other. The one will start in the front, and the one will start right at the back. And that one that starts in the back has got a huge disadvantage, because to catch the guy in front, the times is almost the same. He's never going to catch the guy in front, so that makes it a little bit, not fair.
Yeah, 100%. So let's go to you, Brandon. But looks like you're frozen.
No.
Or you're really good at holding that pose.
I'm still listening, eh?
Okay, so people, we can definitely hear you. So Brandon, let's go to you. A SARCO champion. How does it ring in your ears? You're basically within your first year of racing online, you've managed to walk away with the championship.
Yeah, very cool, man. I mean, I don't want to go and say anything about the championship. I actually just want to start by saying thanks. You guys do tireless nights and long nights running this championship, and it's on. I know it's not just Monday nights. You guys do it all the time, and I think the recognition to you guys and SARCO and Deliver Your Parcel and all those guys needs to come out. It's a lot of hard work that you guys do for a bunch of dudes that sit down and have a beer and then go racing online. I mean, it's quite interesting what you guys do. But thanks to you guys. And it's actually a very cool season. The cars that we could race were competitive. They actually handled a bit like racing cars this time instead of being vintage Mondays. So it was very fun. It was quite cool to race them, and the format was great. It was tough at times. It was I understand where Jake's is coming from, where if you want to run a championship, maybe we should do quali. But in other ways, some races, I mean, you start 8th and you still end up coming in the top few, which it's like to fight to get there, what Jake's was saying too. I mean, in the same breath, he said, it's fun, and it wasn't. But I think it's just difficult to try and win everything if you want to run out like these guys sometimes do. But I mean, the format was awesome, and thanks to you guys.
100%. Well, listen, out of the 8 starts, there was only 2 races I started on the first page. And even when I did start up front, I was still taken out into turn 1. So
Must be Terry then.
That actually wasn't Terry. I don't know who it was.
Sorry, Terry. just joking.
Absolutely fantastic. It really was a great season. So just from your point of view, Brandon, so obviously qualifying is the way to go. And then from a car point of view, the racing the GT3s, is that something that you would race again, or would you still want to be mixing it up into something different? Is it another class?
I actually don't mind. The biggest it's not an issue or anything, but the biggest catch for me is to race something that handles a bit like a racing car. I know Jake's and these guys like those vintage cars that slide everywhere, which is also fun. But
you know why? Because they drive the cars to their age.
It's a lot of fun to do.
Thanks, Alan.
Pleasure, my Jake.
1 second of concentration lost in those cars, then everyone's spinning everywhere. I mean, the better the cars handle, the better the racing we have, the better everyone gets to watch the racing. I mean, it's just it was a season.
No, absolutely awesome. So, guys, just in terms of the draw, just remember that the two of you will be going into the draw for the final seat. And remember that if you do win that seat, is that you are, if you're not able to participate, you're able to do with it what you like. I unfortunately am not going to be going into that draw because I do feel that it's unfair for me to go in there. So what I've done is I've pulled my name out of the hat, but I've added Vaughan Hills is in, who was basically had finished in 4th place. So he gets that opportunity with me basically being that wild card. So Vaughan, all eyes on you, buddy.
Awesome.
So Jakes, just any last words from you just before we round up and head on to ACC? You can stay right where you are because you're going to get 2 entries this evening.
Oh, excellent. And I just I enjoyed it tremendously. I can't wait for the next season. I've been sitting at home, Monday evenings, nothing going on. Not feeling lekker, man. Let's start the new season.
My Jakes, I promise you on Monday we will be racing, and I'm pretty sure there will be people anxious to be driving in cars, going and checking out the tracks. It's coming. Muni warini. But
Awesome.
You can still get to bed before 9 o'clock for the rest of this week, my Jakes.
Hey, that will be a bargain.
Okay, Brandon, any last words there from you?
Just thanks again, man. Thanks for what you guys do, and yeah, let's go forward to the next one and try and do it again, eh?
Absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to it. So, guys, just stay tuned. We will be going to that draw in a couple of minutes' time. But let's just get... I don't see Jason here, but at least we can get Marius in.
Yeah, I see Marius is waiting and Fletcher's also waiting there.
What's going on?
There we go, Marius.
Why can't I see you guys?
Oh, wait, you must push the camera thing again, Jakes.
There is no camera thing on my screen.
I'm sorry about that. Hi, guys. Steven.
What's happening, boys?
Hey, Jakes.
Hi, Stephen. Hi, Marius.
Yeah, I've got a better connection here now. So, yes, we are full on talking about racing and what is going to happen.
Steven's alive! I love it.
I have my gremlins in the computer, and geez, Eddie's just not my night tonight.
Yeah, we thought we were actually being clever to get you hooked up on the PC. Meanwhile, cell phones and 4G is the way to go. So, guys, just before we do carry on, I just wanted to just jump and check on some of the guys that have joined us. Brandon DeSantos saying Steven's internet's almost as bad as mine.
Yeah, I don't know if it is the internet or the computer. It's one of the two. So you know what? I can at least make the lobbies. So I'm blaming the computer.
It's definitely the computer. I've got your back, Steven. Got your back. Rudy Bay saying it was a great season. I can't wait for the new one. Don't worry, Rudy, stick around. We will definitely be finding out what we're going to be racing. And he wants to get back to the top spots. James van der Merwe saying lekker man. So that is Rafiki. Rabina Ayaz saying, can I join? Yes, you can, Rabina. We are just going to be updating the website this week, but on Friday you will be able to enter any of the championships coming up starting from next week. Brandon Santos saying he didn't even score a point. So much for your internet comment there, Brandon. At least Stephen could score a point. Ishmael Boogeyman is saying, is he at SWAT Corps? I'm pretty sure that's having seen Brandon Hills, the fastest hills on the planet, as well as congratulations to all drivers. Some great racing was had, and that was from Peter Hardeman. Peter Hardeman, just remember, in terms of karting and online racing, who's got your number? This guy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, let's move on to the German versus British GT3 series, and that was done on Assetto Corsa. So we are running project cars across Assetto Corsa. Just looking at the final points, we did have 24 drivers that had entered, and we did change the format slightly, where the top 10 had an automatic qualification that would go through, and anybody from 11th place down had to qualify. But it kind of thought that as we went through the season is that we had 18 drivers consistently, so we didn't have a qualifier, but I'm pretty sure that the new season is going to draw some more of these Assetto Corsa guys in, so really looking forward to that. So let's just start down. We got John down in a 21 position, followed by Robert in 20th. Sheldon, he was in 19th place, teaming up with Robert there. Stig's boss, he joined us Sean, he joined us for a race there. He got 26 points down in 18th place. Then Senior Goth, that is Ethan, a 17th position there for him. We then have James, and man, oh man, James, I must just apologize, between Rafiki_Zere, which is your PSN, versus me calling Raf, who's actually Silverback. I can't believe how many times I got that mixed up. Tyler Scott, he was in 15th place. That was 40 points behind Memo, who finished in 14th. Rono finished in 13th with Ronaldo in 12th. Then Connor, just under 10th place. He was 4 points behind Ashley. And finally, it's taken maybe 2 years of racing with us. Connor finally got his own PSN ID and stopped using his Dan's as AD Alexander. Ashley in 10th place, followed by Marshall in 9th, and tied with Sly Pete. Pete in 8th place, but because he had the higher finish in the last race, he moved himself up into 8th. Stephen for the Black Mambas, hoi hoi, there's Stephen right there. It's 168, so he was only 4 points behind our Scottish international Ross for the Green Mambas. Jacques Vermeulen, our 2 times champion, tying with Craig, 206 points for 4th. But because Craig had a higher finish from when Jacques had raced, that put Craig up into a 4th place, and 10 points clear in 3rd was Marius. So it got really close in the end there, Marius, but a podium there for you. My Jakes, it came down to the wire between himself and Jason, but Jason did manage to just squeeze out that final win in the top spot, 20 points clear, and Jason finishing on 318 points. Marius, a enjoyable season for you?
Yeah, no, I enjoy the ACC very much. It was a bit difficult against all those Bentleys. They were quite strong, but it was a good season to get used to the car.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the next one. I didn't expect to be on the podium, to tell you the truth, but I think I was a little bit lucky there in the end, with 1 or 2 guys that missed a race or 2 or something like that. But I enjoyed it very much, very much. Hard racing, very hard racing.
And Marius, with you now, obviously being one of the podium sitters, that obviously now puts you back into the draw. You've had an experience in terms of the racing in the endurance series. Are you looking forward to being a possible winner and getting yourself back and racing with us?
Yeah. I actually, this time I would like to do a better bloody job of it. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Without some of the rib issues there, eh?
Yeah, my age showed there a little bit.
But don't worry, my brother's got a baby, Marius, that he can help you out with.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, I got called a name by your brother because of my apparent softness. I can't mention it on air.
Unfortunately, that is way more Code Coconuts than we can ever imagine.
But it's great fun and an absolutely wonderful experience with all the guys and everything. And like I say, first time, it was a first time. So next time, if it happens, it would be very cool.
No, 100%. So, guys, just before I move on to you, my Jakes, Peter Brunt saying he'll have to add 10 to 15 years to my age to race in the Alpha tiers because it looks like all the older worms have the experience. Hey, PB, who are you calling worm?
Yeah, I was about to say, what the hell?
Oh, man, absolutely fantastic. Marshall, he's saying flat out. Nidorik saying it was really fun. He can't wait for the new season. And then James van der Merwe coming back saying a 10 for a newcomer. Happy with that. Happy with that. And next season, Adore James, I'm sure a lot of guys are going to be waiting for you there as well. So my Jakes, second place for you overall, just behind Jason, who we brought in as a invitational black Mamba, but unfortunately a green Mamba, not on the top spot. But enjoyable season there for you.
Jake, your mic is off. It's on mute.
There we go.
How's that? Can you hear me now?
Dafate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, what I said, I said ACC. I enjoyed very much. Me and Marius had a little bit of bad luck on that last race when we DC'd on the last lap. So I didn't get any points for that race. But I must also say I was very lucky during the championship when the really fast guys like Jock from Milan, Paul, those type of guys didn't do all the races. So if it wasn't for that, I don't think I would have come second. So there was luck on my side there as well. And then my fellow black member. Racer there, man! Wow, Jason is fast. I have to put in more practice to beat him, but it was awful fun.
Absolutely fantastic. But Jakes, again, another opportunity for you. You have raced with us before with the second invitational team that we've done. So you get two chances for this opportunity, and maybe we get you racing again. So just looking forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely, Dylan. My first experience last year with those go-karts, I could actually feel that what my age was. I thought I was much younger than that. And on my way driving back to Bloem, it wasn't a good experience. I was so stiff. It felt like I ran the marathon, but it was awful fun. And just meeting all the guys there is absolutely fantastic. All the guys that you race online with, seeing them in the flesh, and just talking to those people, all of them excellent guys, nice to speak with. Or to talk to, and what a nice community, and I'm proud to be part of that community. So yes, if I'm drawn, I can't wait to do this, to do it again.
Well, on that note, my Jakes, I think what we need to do is let's just have a quick chat to Malcolm. Let's get this draw underway, and let's see who the top three guys that are pooled. I do have the names on the right-hand side there. Malcolm will be on the other side. He's going to pull some cards randomly, and we'll know exactly who it's going to be. So let's just get Malcolm in here. And Jakes and Morris will get back to you shortly.
So what must we do now? Go to the...
So if you just go back to the holding lounge, because we're professional now.
Yes, boss.
And we'll
go now, boss.
We'll get Malcolm in now, quickly.
Yeah, I think the boys just want to get this draw up and running. They want to know who's in this go-kart.
Yeah,
man.
Okay, so
it was... Yeah, it's amazing to see the guys there at the track. You guys always hear each other online. You can never put the face to the picture. Well, if you seen us on stream, then you know who is who. But 90% of them you don't see and hear who this person is.
Yeah, 100%. And I must say that Rudy Bass was also one of the guys that came and joined us. We managed to get Bruno racing as well. And meeting Rudy in person, he definitely was not what I expected, Rudy.
Really?
But yeah,
I think it's one of the guys I haven't met yet.
he had an absolute crack of a time there. Malcolm, do you hear us? Hello, Malcolm. There we go.
I can hear you.
There we go.
Fantastic. So I just want to introduce everybody to Malcolm. Malcolm is the managing director of Deliver Your Parcel. So Malcolm, you have obviously sponsored SARCO before. For those viewers out there that haven't heard about you, and I'm pretty sure that they have because we've been punting you for the last 8 weeks. Do you want to just give us your quick 30-second elevator pitch of who Deliver Your Parcel is, just so that everybody knows?
Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, well, look, basically in the courier industry, so we international express network throughout the country, worldwide, offer various service types, and yeah, we obviously, one of the market leaders that are trying to keep costs down for the public. So for us, it's not about our business, it's about what's important to the public.
100%. And Deliver Your Parcel is the provider of choice specifically for SARCO. So all the prizes that we have been sending out, those all will be delivered by Deliver Your Parcel. And while you won't be getting prizes, is that the karting experience that is going to be taking 3 online drivers and giving them a real world experience. Malcolm, what was it about this idea that motivated you to get involved and actually sponsor this?
Well, yeah, basically, you've been in it for 10 years, and then you rate me down to the track, tested your cart, and then I think a month later I ended up buying a cart and entering a Deliver Your Parcel team, and obviously got to meet the other guys, the other teams, and yeah, we've just gone 100% into it.
100%. So it's basically, we've got the Blazing Fun Times, which is a team that I race for, and then I always refer to Deliver Your Parcel as the brother team, and that's because we got you, Malcolm, who is effectively family plus my brother. So yeah, definitely very, very interesting. So Malcolm, we've got 8 hopefuls that are looking to get their lucky number drawn. But before you do so, guys, just remember, if you're not able to drive but your name is pooled, you are able to nominate another driver to take your spot. Remember that this is your prize and you get to do with it what you have. So Malcolm, if you've got that first number,
yeah, sorry, I just took a pack of cards. 1 to 9, eh?
1 to 9. Give them a good shuffle. I'm just making sure that I have the names up here. There I have them. So the first driver that name is gonna be driving in the F400, a karting experience, is kart number 9, and that is Marius Buerta. Got it. Marius Buerta, he is up. The second driver.
Number 1.
That is the ace of spade, Brandon Hills. So we have a Marius and a Brandon that have been chosen. And the last one, number 8, and can you believe it? That is Jake's.
Holy crap. Jeez.
That is absolutely incredible. So the winners there, that is Brandon Hills, Jakes, and Marius. The 3 of you have got yourself a invite through to the next round. We do understand that it is definitely dependent on the COVID restrictions. As soon as we get the dates of that, we will make the arrangements to make sure that we get the 3 of you racing with us. So absolutely fantastic. So I think we can actually just get the 3 of them back in. There we go.
What happened now?
So there we go, guys. The draw has been done. The numbers that were pulled were numbers 1, 8, and 9. So that is Brandon Hills, Marius, and
How's it?
Jakes. You will be having a SARCO / Deliver Your Parcel invite team at the next race. There you go. It's
But
been worth
Awesome.
Me and James together. Both of us. Yeah, man, that's flipping awesome, man.
Now, if there's one oak that I want to leave to meet in real life, that is Marius. We've been talking for years and years and years
fast.
online, and I want to see what my times is going to be with these times in the go-kart.
I'm starting tonight with my push-ups and sit-ups, okay?
Oh, jeez.
So, Brandon Hills, we understand that you obviously race a kart, so I'm pretty sure that you would obviously want to hand that over. So we'll definitely find out in the upcoming weeks, closer to the time, who that person will be. But guys, we will definitely make the arrangements. Thank you, Malcolm from Deliver Your Parcel, for making this prize available to us. And guys, if you
Thank you, Malcolm.
want to go
Pleasure, guys.
check them out, the details are in the description below. But with that, let's just have a quick video view from our sponsor, and then we can get into some of the fun stuff, and that will be the upcoming seasons happening from next week.
Thanks, Malcolm. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Malcolm. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Malcolm. Thanks for Deliver Your Parcel.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
Yes.
Bye.
Yes, thank you very much.
Cool. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, man. Thanks.
So there you have it, guys. That is the end of that season, done and dusted. And I think absolutely a fantastic season. I'm just seeing the comments coming through. Lots and lots of comments coming. Really awesome to see. So, Stephen, Monday night.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What do you think we are going to be racing? Because I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to share the screen so that you are able to see it live and then not get the 6 seconds delay of what people are seeing on the stream.
Okay.
So let's just share this quickly. Stand by, stand by.
Standing by.
So guys, get those comments going while we get ourselves sorted. What do you think the next season is going to be?
Oh, man.
I tell you what,
Mm.
before we get there, let's speak to Terry Wilford. Maybe he'll give us some insight.
Oh, yes. Oh, look, he's already in the lounge. He's waiting. He's eager, anticipating.
Terry,
Hold on.
hold on. Yeah, you're hearing you coming back.
Yeah.
He's gone back to the holding lines.
I need Terry. Oh, man.
Let's try that again. Come in, Terry.
Hold on. There.
Add
Should be in.
up, boy. So, Terry, we
Hey, guys.
basically just built up the anticipation, asked the guys on the stream, tell us what we're racing. and decided let's go and chat to you instead.
Oh, no, thanks for having me. I'll keep the guys waiting a little bit longer.
100%.
I did try and get it out of you today to find out what it is, but you, what's the saying? Frostbite, I think.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
sure, So, but yeah, thanks for having me, Dylan. And once again, thanks to the guys and Deliver Parcel and SARCO and yourself and everyone for always putting on a good. Always putting on a good series for us on a Monday night, and I know the guys obviously support the Thursday night. I'm not one of them, but it's really, really awesome to be there racing on a Monday night with all the guys, and especially over these times. It's pretty tough, you know.
Yeah, 100%. And Terry, obviously your online racing career started at COVID when we went into the first lockdown. It's now been a year and a couple of months that you've been involved with the online racing, specifically here in SARCO. I've been privy enough and privileged enough to come and join you at some of those races, but now you being a part of this online world, what has that done for you in racing, camaraderie? What is it about the online that you really enjoy?
You know, Dylan, I think we sort of touched on this before, but my first time actually coming into online racing properly, and that was in the actual last day of before we actually really started lockdown, I think in March last year. So up to now I've gained a bit of experience, not quite enough that where I'd like to be, but you know, for us to be able to sit and chat with guys, yes, Brandon Hill said it, we sit, we have a beer, we go and race, and you know, it's just a good fun time. But I think, you know, my biggest objective is to try and get more friends, guys that circuit racing, that sort of thing, to come and join, because you know, they sort of think this is a TV game, and it's so far from it.
100%.
So that's that for me is the objective. We've had an absolute ball doing this. The racing has been amazing, and you know, all of a sudden you've got you know, all these guys, Lendl, Brandon Vaughan, Andrew Horn. These guys are from Formula V, Formula Ford, other circuit racing guys and that. And you know, it's you know, congrats to Brandon winning the championship. But you know, these guys know what they're doing. These guys that have been sitting behind the monitor for a long time, they certainly know what they're doing.
And it definitely does show is that the guys have arrived, specifically the guys you're talking about on the Monday night, and they are coming, they're putting in the practice, and it definitely has shown. When we compare it to a year ago, just that level of competitiveness has definitely increased. And what's happened is that Alpha Tier has just got so much closer. And we know that the qualifying for next week, we still don't know what we're racing, is going to get even closer. Is that we had the top 16 drivers separated by 1.5 seconds. And that was Peter Brunt, who unfortunately missed that cut last time. He was 17th and missed it by 0.25 of a second. That's how close it is, and I can just imagine how much closer it's actually going to be now.
Dylan, let me tell you, Peter Brunt does that on purpose. He sandbags. He knows what he's doing.
He's an automatic qualifier. There's no...
That 0.2 last season, that was quite strategic, let me tell you. So it's really, really good to have him... it's really good to have him in you know, for him to make the move up to Alpha. He's definitely got the pace to run in Alpha. But I think we know when a lot of the racing guys, circuit racing guys, and that started in SARCO, I think even they were shocked at just how quick the guys are. And you know, it's over time, like you say, practice, and all of a sudden that gap has closed up now, where there's not such a big variance in lap times and that. So it's you know, we're running full you know, Alpha Tier, Bravo Tier, 16 drivers each. It's like, you know, the guys are there, the commitment's there, and that. So I think that's for SARCO, Deliver Parcel. I think it's like really, you know, it does good things, and the attraction's definitely there for more guys to come in. You know, whether you're running on a PS4, PS5, we've seen guys winning races on remotes. We've seen guys winning races on your normal run-of-the-mill steering wheel rigs, all of that sort of thing. You know, you just have to get the game loaded, and you're in, and come and enjoy the racing with us.
No, absolutely, 100%. And definitely, there's been lots of comments with people saying that Terry has got a ghost driver, somebody apt who is racing, because
My dude.
you let's be honest, is that you struggled coming up the last couple of seasons, but then it looked like there was just something that had clicked. Then all of a sudden, you're now competing in the top there. We saw it at Fuji, we saw it at Long Beach. Is that what was it? What was that moment that you realized? But hold on, this now feels like I can actually race and I can compete.
Yeah, though, you know, it's all of a sudden this whole thing just came together. It was literally in one race, and you know, you adjust the views, you change the settings, you know, all that sort of thing. The game offers you know, ways of making the feedback different so that it suits the way that you want the car and the steering wheel, or however it is, you know, what you want it to feel. And yeah, it took a bit of time. I was lagging at the back badly, but bit of time, a bit of patience, a bit of assistance. You know, the guy's always there to help. I mean, you know, Morris is probably one of the quickest guys out there, and he's one of the quickest guys to also hand over a setup to me. Maybe to me, not to you, Dylan. But
you won't give it to me.
Yeah, but he's there to help the guys. Which, you know, I think that's about SARCO. You know, SARCO is there about the chatting, the racing, all a good bunch of guys, and now all of a sudden, you know, we go back to real world again of go karting. You know, so I'm looking forward to having the guys. Morris, I think the guy's going to be crying again. He was whining the last race at Vereniging. Morris, the next race is FK. There's a reason it's called FK. One of the things is F. You must know how you're going to feel after that. But yeah, we look forward to having all the guys coming up for the race and the karting race. And thanks to everyone who's making that happen. I think it's a treat for us to have you guys as part of what we do. You know.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for that, Terry. But guys, I think the time is now where we can just sit back and have a look and to see what we're going to be racing from Monday. I think there's nothing more, so let's just get that done. And guys, this is the new season starting in next week, Monday, for the Monday night. Here we go. Now we can just sit back and have a look and see what we're going to be racing from Monday.
Yep.
No, Aquins.
So there we go, guys. It is open class a GTE. Not only that, is that these cars are able to be driven in both locked and open setups. We understand that the guys are, over the weekend like to jump in, not spend time on the setups, but what we have found is that these cars allow you to do both open as well as drive a lock setup because they are so drivable They are so competitive and they are extremely close. Stephen, what do you think about that? Something different. Not only that, is we're moving away from the sprint races and we're now going to a 40-minute race, one mandatory pit stop, but we're going to be doing laps this time. So we're going to be taking the equivalent. So if you're doing a 2-minute lap time, you're going to 40, you're doing a 20-lap race.
Wow, this is going to be very interesting. 45-minute race.
40 minutes.
40-minute
race.
40-minute.
It is
40-minute race with a pit stop involved. This is where it makes everything interesting, because it's not just keeping consistency on the track and staying out of trouble. Now you have to make sure that your pit stops are perfect, because if they're not, it is going to it's going to kick you in the rear end so badly, because it's done that to me so many times. You come into the pits, you think you're just going to come in for a fuel, and then they start fixing the car and they start changing the tires. And yes, so you really need to plan your pit stops. But I can't wait. It's GT3. I've raced them before. I love them. And oh man. I'm not going to tell you what car I'm selecting right now, because I've already selected a car in my head. So I'm keeping that all to myself. The guys can test as much as they want, but there is only one car to pick.
So it was actually very, very close in terms of the amount of guys that was selecting the GTE versus the Renault. But it came down to the end, is that it was just a 4% difference between GTE versus the Renault. So it was literally one vote, and that was the swing. So close, but more than 84% of the drivers said they wanted a pit stop. So we had to go and just change that format. So look, I'm really looking forward to it. I already know what car that I'm going to be taking. It's going to be a bit of a shock. I don't need to drive any of the other cars. I know that's the one I'm going to be taking.
Yeah, no, I'm in the same boat there. I've driven them all, tested them all. I know what car I've already picked. And yes, I've been quick in it before, and I'll be quick in it again.
Okay, so are we ready for what's happening on Thursday night now?
Oh, please, come on. It's spilled beans. We can't wait anymore. I can't wait anymore. The tension is there.
And when people phoned me and they said, what are we doing? I said, there is a twist. There definitely has been a twist, that's for sure.
There's always a twist.
Okay, guys, here we go. This is what we are going to be racing for Thursday night, with the qualifying start next week, Thursday. But at least you'll have time to get into the cars and enjoy them, play around with the setup. Here we go. What can I say? Jakes, You've just hit the nail on the head. Wow, that is a twist. Awesome. Guys, we have switched Thursdays to Mondays. Sprint series now on a Thursday. And if you just hear that car, that Camaro V8, we are calling it the Chevrolet V8 Sprint series. I promise you guys that GT4, go and drive it. Feel how amazing that car feels, even on the aggressive setup. So to the guys that were worrying about needing to do setups and all that sort of thing, come and join us on a Thursday night, Assetto Corsa on PlayStation 4. Drive the aggressive. That car is so stable, and I'm actually hoping that I'm able to figure things out so that I can go and race on a Thursday night, because I definitely want to be a part of that. Stephen, what do you think about that?
The GT4s are amazing cars. You don't have to touch anything there. It's get in, drive, and just do laps. That's what counts here. Is just do laps with those cars. Those cars are already perfect. If you want to mess around a little bit, yeah, you can, but it's not really worth it. Yes, I can't wait. For Monday or Thursday. You know, I'm there. I'm already practicing. Well, when I'm out of here, I'm practicing already.
Absolutely awesome, Stephen. Really, enjoy the enthusiasm, and I'm really looking forward to it, guys. And that's why I promise you, between myself and Ashley, we were the only people that knew what was happening. And it's been absolutely so difficult to hold on to that information, to try not share it. We heard Terry saying that he asked me, but I didn't give him anything.
You could have always said, Kovac 1 year, you can't tell me his throat is very sore. Yeah, no. You could have thought us anything.
So, guys, before we end off, I just want to send a thanks to our admin team that jumped in at the beginning of the season to help us out, and that goes to Tyler Scott for helping us getting some of the setups and the lobbies up and running. We did pull Amal Jacques in every now and again to come and help us. Stephen as well, just jumping in, getting those lobbies ready. A big thank you to you. My thanks go out to Sarge for putting his hand up and saying, guys, I'll help with those points. I think he did a much better job than I did. It was just about, I think it was in the next day or so that he had already updated those points. We just had to post them onto the Discord, so apologies there. One of the comments that we did have was, please update the points more regularly. So guys, we will we will make sure that we do so. So apologies for that. But what we'll do is the person that will have the access to do the points will have the rights to post them. So we're always looking at ways of speeding up the process and making this a much better enjoyable season coming up. Guys, I hope that you're excited about the new season coming up. A big thanks has to go to Deliver Your Parcel.
Definitely.
The prize that they essentially are giving us is basically it's an experience that I can't wait to get the guys racing again. And man, oh man, all I can say is what an awesome season. Thank you to all the drivers that supported us. Thank you for being around there. Thank you for coming in week after week, and just keeping the name of SARCO flying high.
Definitely. And on my behalf, and probably every other driver that drives with us and against us, we have to say thank you to you, Dylan. You have put everything behind us. You've made it possible for us to race against other drivers and see how fast you are. So yes, I think from me to every other driver, every family member in SARCO, we thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. And the reason I do this because you're all here, so let's go racing. So guys, before we end off, just a last a message here from our sponsor, and that is Deliver Your Parcel. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much. Just remember that the website will be updated through the week. We do have the admin team in the background making sure that is up and running. So entries will open this coming Friday. So do look out for that. Get those entries in. Let's get ourselves qualifying. And you'll see that the website will have all the details there. And that is sarcoracing.co.za. Just give us a few days. Friday, get those entries in. I have been off for the last 2 weeks, so I'm behind.
Yeah, it's to get back into that gear. It's a difficult part.
100%. Right, guys. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week, Monday. And looking forward to that.
Definitely.
Guys, until then, keep practicing. And to everybody, thanks for watching. Yo.
Cheers, boys.